Hey everyone, and welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are going to be diving into Contentful.
Contentful.
Yeah, Contentful, a headless CMS.
Yes.
That has been getting a lot of attention
A
recently,
lot of attention.
especially in the world of software architecture.
Yeah, especially for software architects.
Yeah, so
It's interesting how Contentful addresses a lot of the pain points we find as architects in software development.
yeah, like what kind of pain points?
Well, managing content
Uh-huh.
across all the different platforms.
Keeping it consistent.
Exactly. And also, ensuring scalability.
Scalability, that's a big one.
Huge. And then maintaining that flexibility as the projects evolve.
Right, because you are always thinking about the big picture.
Always got to be thinking about the big picture.
So let's start with something I think that any architect can appreciate.
Okay, yeah.
Flexibility.
Flexibility, yeah.
So Contentful has this thing called custom content models.
Yeah, and Contentful, you are not locked into any predefined structures. You can model your content to fit your specific need. It's kind of like Lego blocks.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you define all the content types, all the fields, the relationships between them, all tailored to your application.
So like if I was building an e-commerce platform,
Uh-huh.
I could create like a product content model with
Exactly.
fields for, name, price, description, images.
Yeah, and you can even get granular with it too. You can have content types for, variations of a product, sizes and colors, all neatly organized right there within Contentful.
Now on the engineering side, there's something called the Content Delivery API
DDA.
or CDA. Yeah,
Yeah.
how does that fit into all of this?
Well, the CDA is basically your gateway to retrieving and manipulating all this content programmatically.
Okay.
So think of it as like a bridge between your content repository and your front-end applications.
Great.
So whether it's a website or a mobile app or even a voice assistant, the CDA lets you access all of that content in a really structured and consistent way.
So as an engineer, I can use that CDA to fetch the product information.
Exactly.
I can format it, according to our designs and display it
Yeah,
in my application.
yeah,
And all of this without having to hard code anything, right?
that's right. That's one of the biggest advantages of using a headless CMS.
Mm.
Contentful does a really good job at it.
Okay.
It separates the content management from the presentation, giving you a ton of freedom to just use the content in any way you need.
And for architects, that separation of concerns is a huge win, I imagine.
It's a huge one, yeah.
Yeah.
It simplifies the architecture,
Yeah.
improves maintainability,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes it so much easier to scale your applications
Right.
as your content grows.
Now, another thing that I hear a lot about with Contentful is the Content Management API,
CMA.
the CMA.
That's right.
What is that?
The CMA gives you the power to manage all of your content, but programmatically.
Okay.
So this opens up a ton of possibilities.
Okay, like what?
Like automation, for example, integration with other systems.
Uh-huh.
You can even build custom tools
Right.
tailored to your specific workflows.
So I can use that CMA to automate things like uploading content,
Uh-huh.
like bulk uploading,
Yeah.
managing user permissions,
Yeah.
or even, trigger actions based on certain events.
Exactly. It's a powerful tool. Powerful tool.
So speaking of our tech stacks,
Yeah.
version control,
Oh, yeah.
a crucial part of any software project.
Contentful's got you covered there, too.
Really?
Yeah. Its built-in versioning system tracks every change made to your content.
Okay.
So that allows you to roll back to previous versions.
Oh, that's...
Compare all the changes,
Uh-huh.
and really effectively collaborate with your team.
So no more nightmares of accidentally overwriting content.
Exactly. Exactly. You've got a complete audit trail of every single modification, ensuring that all of your content is safe and recoverable. And speaking of keeping content safe, Contentful also excels at something very important in this day and age:
What's that?
multilingual content management.
Oh.
So if you want to launch an application in multiple languages,
Yeah.
you don't have to create separate repositories for each language.
Oh, wow.
You can manage all the translations within the same system,
That's pretty cool.
streamlining the localization process,
Yeah.
and ensuring consistency across all the different languages.
That's huge for anyone building applications
It is.
with global aspirations.
Yeah,
Saves a lot of time and headaches.
absolutely, yeah.
So from an architectural perspective, it simplifies the way that you can handle multilingual content.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Makes your application so much more scalable and adaptable to different markets.
So Contentful gives you a solid foundation
Solid foundation.
to work with.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have talked about flexible content modeling,
Yes.
Powerful APIs,
Yes.
robust version control,
Yes.
and seamless multilingual support.
It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now let's shift gears a little bit.
And talk about how Contentful actually delivers your content to
Okay.
your users.
Yeah. So we were talking performance and efficiency.
Performance and efficiency.
So how does Contentful ensure that my content is delivered quickly? Especially when we're dealing with like images and videos and all those rich media assets
Right.
that can bog things down.
Well, Contentful uses a global content delivery network,
Okay.
or a CDN,
Uh-huh.
to cache all the content
Okay.
strategically around the world.
Okay.
So basically, when a user requests content,
Yeah.
it's delivered from the server that is closest to them,
Okay.
minimizing that latency and ensuring a nice and snappy user experience.
So it's like having a distributed network
Yeah.
of content warehouses
Content warehouses. I like that.
stocked with, the latest and greatest.
I like that analogy.
That's great to ensure those fast loading times,
Yeah.
no matter where your users are.
Exactly.
But what about like architects and engineers who need like more granular control?
Over their content delivery.
Yeah. Well, you can use the Contentful Content Delivery API or CDA.
The CDA again?
The CDA is back.
So that gives you fine-grained control
Fine-grained control.
over content.
Yes, you got it.
So as an architect,
Uh-huh.
I could leverage that CDA
Yeah.
to design like a content delivery strategy
Okay.
that perfectly aligns with our application's architecture.
Exactly.
So I can use the CDA to like fetch specific pieces of content,
Yeah.
assemble them in a very customized way,
Yeah.
and then deliver them to my users
That's right.
through whatever channels I choose.
Through whatever channels you choose.
Now, GraphQL,
He will.
it's becoming super popular,
Yeah.
especially for its efficiency and its flexibility
Uh-huh.
when fetching data.
So does Contentful support GraphQL?
They do.
Yeah. Contentful has a GraphQL API,
Okay.
and it's a game changer for developers.
So it lets you request just the data that you need,
Yeah.
and then that reduces the amount of data transferred,
Exactly.
improving performance. That's right.
So if I was only interested in a product's name, its price, its image,
Right.
I can make a GraphQL query
Yes.
to get just those fields.
Yeah, just those fields and nothing else.
Instead of getting a whole bunch of extra data.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need.
That sounds like a great way to optimize
It is.
performance.
And GraphQL also provides other powerful features too.
Like what?
Things like type checking
Uh-huh.
and introspection,
Okay.
which can really streamline your development process
Yeah.
and make your code more robust
Right.
from an architectural perspective.
Yeah.
GraphQL can simplify the way you design your APIs,
Okay.
and it can manage the data flow between all those different components in your system.
Now, in today's fast-paced world, real-time updates are crucial.
Yeah, for sure.
If I'm publishing like a news article
Yeah.
or updating product information,
Right.
I want those changes reflected instantly,
Of course, yeah.
on my website or in my app.
Yeah. How does Contentful handle this type of dynamic content?
Dynamic content. Yeah, so Contentful offers a couple of approaches.
Okay.
One way is through using webhooks,
Okay.
which are basically notifications
Okay.
that Contentful sends out whenever content is changed.
Okay.
And then your application can listen
Wow.
for all of those webhooks
Okay.
and then take action accordingly,
Sure.
like updating the content that's displayed or even triggering other processes.
So it's like Contentful is sending out a bat signal.
a bat signal. I like it.
Whenever something changes,
Okay.
and my application, like a superhero, swoops in
Swoops in.
and refreshes the data.
That's right.
Now, another option is using Contentful's real-time delivery features,
That's right.
which can push updates to your application
Uh-huh.
as they happen,
As they happen.
without the need for webhooks.
Exactly.
So that can be more efficient
Uh-huh.
and streamlined
Streamlined
for certain use cases.
Exactly.
Yeah. So whether I choose to use webhooks or real-time delivery,
Uh-huh.
Contentful gives me the tools I need
Yeah.
to keep my content fresh and up to date
Yeah. Keeps things fresh.
without having to constantly check for changes.
Constantly. Yeah.
Speaking of keeping things safe, let's talk about security.
Security. Yes.
Data protection is paramount,
It is.
in today's digital landscape.
So what measures does Contentful take to ensure my content is secure?
Well, Contentful takes security very seriously,
Okay.
and they employ a multi-layered approach
Okay.
to protect your content.
Okay.
One of the core features is role-based access control, or RBAC,
RBAC.
which allows you to define granular permissions
Okay.
for different users and roles
Uh-huh.
within your organization.
So I can control who has access to what,
Exactly.
who can edit what, who
Yeah.
can publish it.
Yeah. That's essential
Yeah, it is.
for maintaining data integrity
Uh-huh.
and preventing any unauthorized access. And Contentful also uses industry-standard encryption protocols
That's right.
to protect your data both at rest
Uh-huh.
and in transit.
So whether the content is just sitting on a Contentful server
Yeah.
or traveling across the network,
Uh-huh.
it's all protected by robust encryption.
That gives me peace of mind,
Yes.
knowing that my sensitive data is safe and secure.
Absolutely.
Contentful excels at integrating with other tools and services.
It does, yeah.
And that's especially valuable for architects
Yeah.
who need to design systems
Right.
that work harmoniously
Yes.
with their existing infrastructure.
It's all about the harmony.
Contentful has this thriving ecosystem
A thriving ecosystem.
of integration
Integration.
with a wide range of third-party services.
That's right.
From analytics platforms to marketing automation tools
Okay.
to e-commerce platforms.
You name it.
It also provides a really flexible API
It does.
and a webhook system
That's right.
that allows you to build custom integrations
Custom integration.
and automate workflows.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
So if I am using Google Analytics to track website traffic or MailChimp to manage my e-tail campaigns,
Right.
I can easily connect those tools to Contentful
Exactly.
and leverage the power of both platforms.
Leverage the power of both.
And for architects, this extensibility means that Contentful can fit into any tech stack,
Any tech stack.
and it can adapt to the evolving needs of your organization.
That's right.
Contentful allows you to extend its functionality in powerful ways.
Powerful ways.
So Contentful provides this robust platform for managing and delivering content, but it also allows me to tailor it
Yeah,
to my specific needs.
it does.
That's a pretty powerful combination.
It is a really powerful combination.
So that's what we will be exploring in the next segment.
Looking forward to it.
We'll delve into Contentful's more advanced features,
Okay.
including content preview,
Content preview.
scheduling,
A/B testing.
A/B testing, and custom app development.
That's right. Custom app development.
Okay, let's start with content preview. This sounds incredibly useful for anyone who has had to make changes to a website
Yeah.
and then cross their fingers
Yeah.
that everything looks right when it goes live.
Contentful takes all of the guesswork out of content publishing
Oh, really?
because it lets you see how your content's going to look and behave in a live environment before you actually make it public.
So you can catch any errors, ensure consistency across different platforms,
Yeah.
and ultimately deliver a more polished user experience. Yeah.
It's like having a staging environment,
Oh, okay, go.
but just for your content.
All right.
And then when it comes to streamlining the content workflow, Contentful also offers content scheduling.
So I can plan my content releases in advance
You got it, yeah.
and have them automatically go live at a specific date and time.
That's right. Whether it's like launching a new product or a special promotion or a blog post,
Yeah.
you can schedule that content to go live when you want it.
That's a huge time saver.
It is a huge time saver.
It eliminates those late night deployments
The late night deployments.
or last minute scrambles.
Yeah. Or the scrambles.
So Contentful gives you editorial control,
It really does.
which is often missing
Often missing, yeah.
from traditional software development workflows.
That's right.
Now, for those data-driven folks out there, Contentful offers A/B testing capability.
A/B testing, yeah.
So A/B testing is really powerful
It's a very powerful tool.
for optimizing your content
Right.
and making really data-informed decisions.
Exactly. So you can test different versions of your content, whether it's headlines, images, calls to action, layouts, and you can see which one performs better.
So instead of relying on guesswork or intuition,
Right.
we can use data to determine what works best.
Exactly. And Contentful makes it really easy to set up and run those tests.
Okay.
So you can experiment and iterate until you have the most effective content strategy. But one of the most exciting things about Contentful, especially for architects and engineers, is its extensibility.
Right. We talked about integrations with third-party services.
Yeah, we did.
But Contentful goes even further with its support for custom app development.
That's right, custom app development.
So what can you tell me about that?
So Contentful actually provides a framework for building custom apps that integrate seamlessly into the platform.
Okay.
And these apps can range from, simple utilities that just automate things to very complex applications that extend Contentful's core functionality.
So if I have a very specific workflow or integration need,
Uh-huh.
that's not met by Contentful out of the box.
Right.
I can build my own solution.
You can build your own solution.
That's amazing.
It is pretty cool, yeah.
It opens up a ton of possibilities.
It really speaks to the platform's commitment to flexibility and empowering developers
Yeah.
to build those tailored solutions.
Okay, so from the flexible content modeling and powerful APIs to the robust security,
Yeah.
seamless integrations,
It's a great platform.
Contentful provides a very comprehensive toolkit
It does, yeah.
for architects and engineers.
A very comprehensive toolkit.
It's more than just a content management system.
It is.
It's a platform for building the next generation of content-driven applications.
I agree.
As always, thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
My pleasure.
We hope you found this exploration of Contentful insightful.
I did.
And remember, this is just the beginning. As you dive deeper into Contentful, you'll find even more powerful features and innovative ways to leverage this platform
Absolutely.
to build truly exceptional digital experiences.
Truly exceptional. Yeah.
Well, next time, happy building.
Happy building.